Good day. So for today, we're going to discuss problems involving factoring. So our objectives is to use factoring to solve problems and to solve the problem including factoring accurately. So we are done discussing the different types of factoring. So we have 6, right? So, factoring common monomial, up until factoring quadratic trinomial, a is greater than 1. So, gagawin na natin, application na tayo ngayon ng factoring. So, first problem, what are the values of x in the equation x squared minus 12x plus 32? So, the first thing that we need to do is to equate the given in 0. So we're going to have x squared minus 12x plus 32 equals 0. And then apply factoring. Now, we have here a trinomial, right? It is not a perfect square trinomial. Tama? Kasi si 32, hindi naman siya perfect square. But we can use factoring trinomial wherein a is equal to 1. Right? So all we need to do is to think of two integers wherein if we multiply those two integers, the product will be positive 32, and if we add the two integers, we're going to have the sum of negative 12. And what are those two integers? Okay, so those are negative 8 and negative 4. So we have here quantity of x minus 8 times the quantity of x minus 4. Now, after natin ma-find yung factors nila, equate natin sila pareho kay 0. So, we're going to have, for the first one, x minus 8 is equal to 0. And then for the second one, x minus 4 is equal to 0. So, we are now going to solve for x. Paano yun? Simply, to solve for x, actually, we're going to apply here the addition property of equality. But sometimes, ang ginagawa lang natin is tinatranspose lang natin sila, right? So, we're going to transpose negative 8 to the other side of the equation. Remember, class, kapag nagtra-transpose tayo, okay, at dumadaan siya ng equal sign, nagbabago yung sign niya. So, that is negative 8. Since tatawid ng equal sign, magiging positive 8 na siya. Therefore, our first value of x is 8. And the second one, x minus 4 equals 0. Again, we can transpose negative 4 to the other side of the equation. So, si negative 4 magiging positive 4. That's why our second value of x is positive 4. Okay? Next. So, find two consecutive integers whose product is 90. Okay, so kapag ganitong klase ng problem, ang una muna is kailangan natin ng representation. So first is kailangan daw natin ng two consecutive integers. Okay, so ano ba ibig sabihin ng consecutive integers? Magkasunod na integer. So para ma-represent natin to, we can let x is equal to the first integer and x plus 1 is equal to the second integer. Now, bakit naging x plus 1 si second integer? Kasi, since magkasunod sila, let's say for example, si 1 yung first integer natin. So, yung pangalawa, pwede siyang maging si 2. Right? Okay. So, ano ba? From 1 and then naging 2, nadagdagan lang siya ng isa, diba? Kasi consecutive. So, ibig sabihin, kaya x plus 1 yung second integer natin. Okay? Now, after representing, okay, the two consecutive integers, dito na tayo sa gawin na natin tong mathematical equation. Ang sabi dyan, find the two consecutive integers whose product is 90. Meaning to say, pag pinag-multiply daw natin yung dalawang consecutive integers, ang product nila is 90. Kaya pag nirepresent natin yan, magiging ganito na. So, x times x plus 1 is equal to 90. Diba? Product. So, minultiply natin si first and second integers. Now, anong gagawin na natin? So, we're going to distribute x, right? So, distributive property of multiplication. So, x times x, we're going to have x squared. And then, x times 1 is x. So, plus x equals 90. Okay? Now, again, we need to equate this equation in 0. So, ang gagawin lang natin, transpose muna natin si positive 90. If we transpose positive 90 to the left side of the equation, again, dadaanan naman siya ng equal sign, so magiging negative 90 na siya. Kaya we're going to have x squared plus x minus 90 equals 0. Okay? Now, we're going to solve for x. Paano gagawin natin dito? Again, we can apply factoring. Okay? And again, this is an example of factoring quadratic trinomials a equals 1. So, simply think of two numbers wherein their product will be c or negative 90 and then their sum will be 1, positive 1. Right? So, ano ba yung dalawang numbers na pag minultiply natin or dalawang integers na pag minultiply natin, magkakaroon tayo ng negative 90, pero pag pinag-add natin silang dalawa, magiging positive 1. So, those are positive 10 and negative 9, right? Because 10 times negative 9 is negative 90, and then 10 plus negative 9 is positive 1. So, therefore, our factors will be x plus 10 times the quantity of x minus 9 equals 0. Okay? And then next, parang yung kanina lang yan. Equate natin na sila pareho kay 0 to solve for x. So, sa una, si x plus 10, it will become x plus 10 equals 0. And then si x minus 9 equals 0. Then solve for x, simply transpose again positive 10 to the right side of the equation. Therefore, our first value of x is equal to negative 10. Okay? Next, si negative 9, itre-transpose naman natin sa kabila. So, magiging positive 9. So, our x is equal to positive 9. Now, we have two values of x. Okay? Now, anong gagawin na natin sa mga nakuha nating values of x? Pwede na natin siya ngayong i-substitute dun sa ating representation. Right? So, kung gagamitin natin si negative 10 and x is our first integer, meaning to say that negative 10 will be our first integer. Right? So, paano naman si second integer? It is x plus 1. So, gagawin lang natin negative 10 plus 1. So, negative 10 plus 1, that is negative 9. Right? So, ito na yung ating second integer. Now, the question, are they consecutive integers? Yes. Right? Magkasunod naman si negative 10 and negative 9. Okay? Now, meron din tayo isa pang value ni x. Gagamitin din natin siya. And this is now positive 9. So, again, substitute. X is the first integer. Palitan lang natin si x ng 9. So, 9 will be our first integer. And then, again, we have x plus 1. So, magiging 9 plus 1, which is equal to 10. And this will be our second integer. Okay? So, it means that the two consecutive integers whose product is 90 can be negative 10 and negative 9 or positive 9 and positive 10. Kasi pareho naman yan, right? Pag chinek natin, negative 10 times negative 9, positive 90. Positive 9 times positive 10, positive 90 pa din. Okay? That's it. Next one. Okay, our next example is to find two consecutive positive even integers whose product is 440. So, kailangan natin is positive integer and at the same time, even siya. Okay, so again, represent muna natin yung two consecutive positive even integers. So, we let x be the first positive even integer. And x plus 2 is equal to the second positive even integer. Now, this time, bakit naging x plus 2 na? Because since even integer yung kailangan natin, so yung difference ng dalawang magkasunod na positive even integer is 2, right? Kasi let's say for example, 2 will be our first positive even integer. Ano yung next ba doon? It is 4, right? And ano yung difference nila? That is 2. Kaya plus 2 yung second positive integer. Okay? Now, after representing the two consecutive positive even integers, i-represent naman natin itong problem. So, find two consecutive positive even integers whose product is 440. So, again, we're going to multiply those two consecutive positive even integers and dapat yung product nila is 440. Therefore, we're going to have x times x plus 2 equals 440. So, ano ulit gagawin natin? Distributive property of multiplication. So, we're going to distribute x. So, x times x, that will be x squared. X times 2 is 2x. Is equal now to 440. Now, let us equate this to 0. So, transpose natin si positive 440 sa left side ng equation. And it will become x squared plus 2x minus 440. Okay? So, equal 0. Now, again, this is factoring quadratic trinomial. So, think of two numbers wherein the product is negative 440 and the sum is positive 2. So, ano ba yung dalawang integer na yon? So, we can have here 22 and negative 20, right? Because 22 times negative 20 is 440 and 22 plus negative 20 is positive 2. Therefore, our factors will be x minus 22 times the quantity of x. I should be plus, right? Times the quantity of x minus 20 equals 0. Then after that, again, equate them both into 0. So we're going to have x plus 22 equals 0. And then x minus 20 equals 0. Okay, now solve for x. So we're going to transpose positive 22 to the right side of the equation. Kaya x will be equal to negative 22. Okay, this is our first value of x. Actually, pwede din natin siyang gawing x sub 1. Okay, para maano natin na siya yung first value of x. Next, so x minus 20 equals 0. So, transpose negative 20 to the right side of the equation. So, magiging, this can be x sub 2 is equal now to positive 20. Now, kailangan ba natin gamitin yung dalawang values of x? Actually, hindi. Bakit? Kasi ang kailangan lang naman natin is positive even integer. So, ibig sabihin, we cannot use negative 22 kasi negative even integer siya. Ano lang ang pwede natin gamitin? Si positive 20. So, again, we're going to substitute positive 20, right? Dito, kay x. So, if x is equal to 20, therefore 20 is our first positive even integer. Tama naman, di ba? This is a positive even integer. And then, yung second positive even integer natin is x plus 2. So, magiging 20 plus 2, which is equal now to 22. Okay, to 22. This is now our second positive even integer. Now, let's check. Consecutive ba sila? Yes. Consecutive positive even integers ba sila? Yes. 20 and 22 are two consecutive positive even integers. And pag pinag-multiply din natin, 20 times 22 is 440. Okay, so for our fourth problem, we have the number of boys who joined the contest is 5 more than the number of girls. Suppose the product of the number of boys and girls who joined in the contest is 50. Find the exact number of boys and girls. So dito, ang una natin gagawin is i-represent muna natin yung number of boys and girls. So we can let x be equal to the number of girls and x plus 5 is equal to the number of boys. Now, bakit naging x plus 5 yung number of boys? Kasi based from the statement, the number of boys who joined the contest is 5 more than the number of girls. Kaya x plus 5 siya. Okay? And then, after that, represent natin yung next statement. So, suppose the product of the number of boys and girls who joined in the contest is 50. So, meaning to say, kapag minultiply pala natin yung number of boys and girls, magkakaroon tayo ng product of 50. So, to represent that, we can have x times the quantity of x plus 5 is equal to 50. Ito yung sa girls, ito yung sa boys. Okay? Now, let's solve for x. Anong gagawin natin? So, first is let us apply the distributive property of multiplication. So, x times x, we're going to have x squared. And then x times 5 is now equal to 5x equals 50. Now, let us equate this to 0. So, ang gagawin natin, transpose natin si positive 50 sa left side ng equation at magiging negative 50 siya. So, we're going to have x squared plus 5x minus 50 equals 0. Okay? So, to solve for x, again, we can apply factoring. Anong klaseng factoring? Again, pwede natin gamitin yung factoring quadratic trinomial, a equals 1. So, ano lang gagawin natin? So, find two integers wherein the product is c or negative 50 and the sum is b or positive 5. So, ano ba yung dalawang integers na yun na pag pinag-multiply natin negative 50 at pag pinag-add natin positive 5? So, those are 10 and negative 5. Right? So, 10 times negative 5 is negative 50. 10 plus negative 5 is positive 5. Therefore, our factors will be x plus 10 times the quantity of x minus 5 equals 0. Okay? Then after that, equate lang natin yung mga factors kay 0. So sa una, we're going to have x plus 10 equals 0. And then sa pangalawa naman is x minus 5 equals 0. Okay? Then solve for x. Sa una, transpose lang natin si positive 10 sa right side. So, magiging negative 10 na siya. Kaya, our x sub 1, our first value of x is negative 10. Okay? And then, for the next one, transpose naman natin si negative 5 sa right side. So, magiging positive 5. Kaya our x of 2 or second value of x is equal to positive 5. Now, we have two values of x. But we cannot use negative 10 kasi hindi natin pwedeng i-represent na yung number ng girls is negative 10. Right? Wala naman negative 10 na girls or na tao. So, anong gagamitin lang natin? Ito lang positive value, which is positive 5. So, let us substitute x with 5. If the girls is x, meaning that the number of girls is 5. And since boys is x plus 5, so we're just going to substitute x with 5 and then plus 5. So meaning to say that the number of boys is 10. Okay, so those are the exact numbers of boys and girls. That the girls are 5 and the boys are 10. Last example. The length of the rectangle is 3 less than its width. Suppose the area of the rectangle is 88 square feet. Find the dimensions of the rectangle. Okay. So, una, i-represent natin yung dimensions ng rectangle. Ano ba yung dimension ng rectangle? Of course, it is length and width. Right? So, to represent that, gagamitin natin yung first statement. Paano? Ganito yan. So, let x be our width and x minus 3 is our length. Bakit naging x minus 3 yung length? Kasi, base dito sa statement that length of the rectangle is 3 less than its width. Kaya minus 3. Then after that, let us represent the second statement. So, suppose the area of the rectangle is 88 square feet. Okay? So, paano natin i-represent yan? We all knew that the formula, right, for the area of the rectangle is simply length times width. So, ibig sabihin pala, pag minultiply natin yung length and width ng rectangle, magkakaroon tayo ng measurement na 88 square feet. Kaya, pag nirepresent natin yan, magiging x times x minus 3 equals 88. So, this is the width. This is the length. Okay? So, solve for the value of x. Again, apply the distributive property of multiplication. So, x times x, this is now equal to x squared. X times negative 3. So, negative 3x equals 88. Okay? Then, after that, we equate this to 0. So, transpose positive 88 to the left side of the equation, kaya magiging negative 88. Ang equation na natin will be x squared minus 3x minus 88 equals 0. Then, to solve for x, again, apply factoring quadratic trinomial, a equals 1. So, what are the two integers we're in? If we multiply those two integers, we're going to have negative 88. And if we add those two integers, we're going to have the sum of negative 3. So, ano yung dalawang integers na yon? We can have negative 11 and positive 8, right? Negative 11 times 8 is negative 88. Then negative 11 plus 8 is negative 3. Therefore, ang factors natin ay magiging x minus 11 times the quantity of x plus 8 equals 0. Now, to solve for x, so yung both factors natin, equate lang natin kay 0. So, we're going to have x minus 11 equals 0 and x plus 8 equals 0. Solve for the value of x. So, first, transpose negative 11 to the right side of the equation, magiging positive na siya. So, our x sub 1 or first value of x is positive 11. And then, also, transpose positive 8 to the right side of the equation, kaya magiging negative 8. So, x sub 2 or second value of x is equal to negative 8. Now, pwede na natin ngayon hanapin yung exact dimensions ng rectangle. So, we have here positive 11 and negative 8. Again, we cannot use negative 8, right? Kasi wala namang negative na dimensions, walang negative na measurement. Kaya ang gagamitin lang natin is si positive 11. Substitute 11 to the values of x. So, since our width is x, ibig sabihin, the measurement of the width is 11 feet. Huwag kalimutan yung unit. And then, our length is x minus 3. So, 11 minus 3 is equal now to 8 feet. This is now the value of our length. Kaya, ang dimensions nila, 11 feet by 8 feet. Ay yung dimension ng rectangle. Okay? So, that's it. Ito yung ating problems involving factoring.